How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a new video. I hope you're still just as excited as I am about the NOPRO front bumper that we put on in the last video. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. You'll get some information behind what this is and what it looks like on the car. And in today's video, we're starting some drilling.
Hey guys, real quick before we jump back in today's video, I just wanted to share with you a quick reminder that we still have the door pull straps for sale, link down below in the description, with more colors now available like black, we've got the original silver, we've got the racing red, and we've got white. All four are nice and vibrant, and they look absolutely phenomenal inside your NC Miata. They come as a kit to fit directly to your car. Right now they fit NC 1, 2, and 3, plastic door cards only. So if you have leather, I am working on a solution for that. They will be available on the site soon. But for now, hop down below, pick up a set of door pulls for yourself, get your car looking great, support the channel. Now let's get back into the video.
So quickly, I want to say thank you to everyone who has ordered a door strap. So far, the reviews are good, which is great. I'm glad you're liking them as much as I am. Leather door card ones are so close to being ready. I finally got in the new trim discs today. I've gone through 3 different ones so far, and I think this is the perfect size. It's the right size, and I think it's gonna work really well for all you guys with leather door cards. But like I said, we are cutting and drilling into the front bumper. It sucks, but we gotta do it. So we are going to be drilling out all of this front area of the bumper because we need to put the rivets in from the old bumper, the little valance trim thing that goes across the top here. And we also are going to be drilling out the fog light air duct area. Because again, shout out to Spec Egg, Tommy's car. He did this same thing. I think this is the same thing that he got, but it is it's an air dryer vent flange thing. It's just a plastic piece that I didn't know it tapered, so we were gonna have to mess with that a little bit, but it is a 2.5 inch diameter flange that will go in the bumper. It'll fit perfectly. It's gonna look awesome. We can add an oil cooler if we want to in the future. We can also get some little ram air kind of thing. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it once we get this installed. But I got a nice big drill bit to drill into our bumper. It's gonna be scary, but I mean, it's not like we haven't done any of that before. I don't have like a ton of stuff to do. There's no big projects going on right now, so I'm gonna update you guys on everything that I've done in the last week. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this already. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. But there's a lot of things that I do in the background that I don't make videos on because it's just not that big of a deal, or it's not interesting to look at. It's maintenance, it's fixing things, it's just a bunch of little stuff. But I'm gonna spin you around real quick and give you an update on the Miata. Starting in the back here, a lot has gone on. So in my efforts to just kind of build up some cash, I've decided to sell off the third brake light delete panel, put everything back on, and that has just spiraled into something ridiculous. So we've got it off, and I've got our third brake light back on. Had to put in new fasteners with new waterproofing because this one was all raggedy and old. While I was taking it off, I wanted to address something about the hardtop. The last couple weeks that I've been driving the car, it has been squeaking something awful. And I've reached in and pressed around while I've been driving, and I found out that it's actually the rear window. The rear window didn't sound like it was venting air out. Like, you know how you can tell when a window is open? It wasn't venting air out, but it was squeaking because all of the weatherproofing and the glue that had held this thing in for so long, it was all dry rotted, old, crusty. I decided to just kind of go for it and start prying at the window, and the whole thing popped off. Like, it wasn't even that big of a deal. It just all popped off. Took all the glue off with it. I scraped everything off. I'll throw in some pictures so you guys can see. But I resealed everything with new glue, seam sealer. It's not moving and it's watertight. It's really pretty nice now. The hardtop, it's as good as I can make it. You guys have seen the previous video of me messing with the water sealing, but now that the window is secured back in, I mean, it's nice. It doesn't squeak anymore. It used to squeak when you would just press it like this, and now it's all good and really nice and solid. It really made the hardtop more solid by gluing in the window. Who would have thought? But now we're good to go. And then quick diff update. Finally got the right set of nuts for these. These are M12 by 1.25. Nice and chrome and new and just nice. So now our diff is ready to go. We don't have these nasty old nuts anymore. And we have a beautiful looking diff that can go back in the car. And if you are a Volkswagen guy watching this, I'll give you a quick update on the Volkswagen with more pictures of the leaking oil pan. Yes, now both of my cars leak oil from the oil pan. It's awesome. That must just be the trend here. I didn't hit anything. I posted on the VW groups, and apparently it's just a common thing that happens, and honestly, I'm kind of annoyed by it. I mean, it's got 60,000 miles. Why would the oil pan leak? It does. And something from the oil level sensor, I don't know, but that'll be in a coming video for you GTI guys who are watching this NC Miata video. And I know the NC Miata video, people probably won't be watching that one, so disregard. And we've got the holes all set out in front. They have been drilled and widened. Now they fit our little ducts pretty perfectly. This one is really, really nice. They're just kind of sitting in there, but it fits in there super smooth. Sits nice and flush. And same with this one over here. There's our hole and fits in there perfectly. So now I can mark the holes where we will be riveting on this, and yeah. So now that our fog light or air duct holes are drilled, we need to work on this piece right here. So I need to hop over there, get the old bumper out, and then we can measure up here where our new holes need to go, and then we'll have that trim piece. I think I actually used 3/8 size rivets on this. I have 1/4 inch, and I think it's gonna be just a little bit too big. Actually, no, this works fine. I guess I did use a 1/4 inch. So all of these will go in now, which is great.
So it's gonna fit like OEM and have this little brace on the front, which is looking a lot better than not having it. Close the hood, everything should line up nicely. So there we go. Very, very nice. So next steps for me, I'm gonna call around this week and see if I can't get this bumper dropped off for paint. I'm gonna drop off the side skirts too. Just, I don't know, I feel like it'll make me happy. I lived with the imperfections for a while, and now that I'm gonna pay someone to do this bumper, might as well just throw in the side skirts too. So in our next video, or at least next NC Miata video, we are going to be disassembling everything and then taking it to the paint shop. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you're excited. Stay tuned for the next one. Go down below, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. See you in the next one.